Hi, I'm Linda Van Hooff from Harcourts at Henley Beach. I'm here today to talk about selling at the beach and the quarterly awards. I hope you enjoy the segment.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Open House, and as you can see, I've been joined by Linda Van Hooff all the way from Harcourts, Henley Beach. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you, Greg.
And I've got to say, number one for the last quarter. Absolutely fantastic effort. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was lovely to see you up there. You've been a very, very consistent performer for a long time, but actually to get to the pinnacle of our group, an outstanding effort, so well done.
Thank you, Greg.
And soon we're going to find out how you did it. Right-hand side, Craig Baines. How are you, big fella?
I'm keeping out of trouble, thank you.
Harcourts Mile End, an up-and-coming young office. We've had your principal on here before. How are you finding it?
Great. It's just where things have gone in the last year, very positive. We're really enthusiastic and we're looking at really kicking some goals this year.
Good on you. I think you've been in the industry around about 3 years?
Yeah, that's right, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, can I start with you, Linda? If that's all right?
Of course.
Thank you very much. No mistake, we've got around about 220, 230 agents in our business. So to be the leading agent for the last quarter, and I'm sure, Craig, you'd love to be there. You keep chipping away, mate, and you will get there. How have you done it? What's the main ingredient to be in the top echelon of real estate agents?
Well, I think the most important thing is to keep in contact with people, and it's a people business. I'm one of those, I'm not really big on databases and all of that. I'd rather knock on someone's door and pop in, have a cup of tea, have a chat. I live in the community, so I walk the dog along the beach.
How important's that? How important do you think it is to actually live where you work?
It's really important to me. I mean, I sold real estate in Melbourne for 8 years in St Kilda, and I lived in St Kilda, and what happens is that you get to know the locals.
Sure.
And it's on the beach, it's in the shops, it's at the butchers.
All of that?
It's all of it.
Are you involved in any communities or sporting clubs or anything in particular, or is it just more a general?
No, it's really more a general, you know, my day-to-day life is real estate and living in the area.
Sure.
And it's just brilliant.
Isn't that interesting? So the old database isn't as important as it is to quite a few other people. You're an
don't
absolute
really use
people
one.
person.
I really
Linda,
don't
it
use
just
one.
shows. It's whatever works for you, so congratulations. Henley Beach is a nice place to live down that way?
Oh, it's just superb.
Yeah.
I mean, the beach is just pristine. You know, I don't holiday in Tahiti anymore.
No, don't need to.
No.
There's
so
rock instead.
That's
Keep
right.
away from the beaches.
Those country trips are looking good.
And the summer months, I'd assume sort of working down the beach, I'm not sure whether it's seasonal or not. Is it? So the busiest times have been when the weather's nice and all of that, or is it?
It's very seasonal, very, very seasonal. But that really needs to change, Greg.
Righto. We need to sell more property in winter.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
And the reason is that our gardens look better in winter.
Yep, sure.
People have more energy. You know, people don't want to stand out in 38-degree heat waiting for the auctioneer to do his spiel.
No, absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
And there's a shortage of stock.
Yeah.
And the buyers, I don't have to call the buyers. They call me every week, Linda, have you been in to see anything?
It's a really interesting point, Craig. The fact that, you know, the perception is in Adelaide real estate, I think, across the board is that, you know, it's better to sell when the weather's nice. Every single winter without fail, we have a shortage of property, don't we? There's just as many purchases out there. Is that what you find in the western suburbs?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And especially like coming in now, the weather's starting to change now. It hasn't slackened off at all.
No.
So.
Now, my perception of the western suburbs is it's still got a fair bit of capital growth in it. I mean, it's become far more metropolitan, straight down there on, which is the road you're on? Your office is situated on?
We're on Henley Beach Road.
Henley Beach Road, okay. So right in there is the shopping precincts, and now you've got the restaurants, and there's younger people moving in. Is that the right vibe? Have I got the right vibe as I drive through there?
It's amazing, just the positive atmosphere of people, how they're perceiving the inner west. It's hard to explain. It's just going great guns at the moment. The under 40s are really pushing the market strong. A lot of people are now starting to look at the inner west as a real option as opposed to the southern or the eastern suburbs.
Sure, particularly the eastern, and that's when I sold real estate many years ago. I sort of sold in the eastern The Western was always to us a better value proposition. You're just as close to town, obviously, just on the other side, and you have the advantages of what Linda was talking about of being that side of town for the beach as well. So we knew it was going to go, and it certainly seems to be in that fairly steep curve now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. What sort of prices are we talking? Which is your sphere of influence? What's your business development area?
I tend to look after the areas through Brompton, Ridleyton, Bowden, Ovingham.
Fantastic spots, I would have thought.
It's
great
amazing.
Development opportunities. Just talk us through values in there.
It's from where it's come from years ago. Obviously, a lot of people traditionally considered them a very industrial sort of suburb. That whole perception's changed now. Prices now are very, very aggressive. They're very comparable to anywhere else in the West. Courtyard homes, you'd be looking around about that sort of mid-400s. Bungalows, you're getting well into the 500s. And there's been some really outstanding sales, like, personally I've sold one in there for 721.
721, fantastic. So sneaking up towards the million, is there anything in there that's going to hit the million in the next 2 or 3 years?
I think you'd be probably looking at 5 years.
5 year time?
5 years.
Yeah, okay. Keep an eye on that. Now, I saw Flashdance many years ago, and there was a lot of warehouses that were converted into homes. Is that happening through there? Did you see Flashdance?
Loved it.
Isn't it a great film? And my wife always wanted to live in a warehouse. Now, you're in warehouse territory. Is that happening?
It is. There's been a lot of bulldozing and development that's happening through there, especially off the Hawker Street through Brompton's a notable standout.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So.
All right, well, I won't tell my wife because I like living where we live. Linda, your sphere of influence, what's your business development area, or where do you sell the majority of homes, or are you fairly spread?
Look, I sell the majority of homes anywhere between, the coast, I guess, West Beach right through to Tennyson, and then back a little bit also. I guess the average price of the homes that I sell are $800,000. They're creeping up to $1 million now.
I was going to say, Linda, I snuck into your office the other day and I had a little look on your board, and you had 2 or 3 there, I think, over the $1 million.
Oh, absolutely, and they're not beachfront. When you're looking at beachfront, you need 2 to 3 million.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In little old Adelaide, we're up there.
Well, I didn't get number 1 without getting a few of those away, Greg. So that helped things along.
It does make life a little bit easier when you're selling the highest range, because the commission comes with it, I'm sure. Just on that, is the clientele different to the middle range clientele? So when you're selling $1 million, $2 million, $3, are they more discerning? Are they more...
They are. They're obviously switched on business people. Things very, very particular about everything. But really, Greg, when you're selling a property, you really need to be that particular, no matter what the price of the property.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah, fantastic.
I hope you enjoyed the segment of Open House. Please contact me anytime on 0411 844 550 or by email linda.vanhoof, VANHOOF, @brockharcourts.com.au. Thank you.